All right, what's up, everybody? Came out on a Sunday afternoon here. It's about 1:45. Leaving the HEB right now. Got some energy drinks, a little bit of snackage, some water. Gonna go out and try to earn something. Came out last night in the rain for about, I guess I was out almost 5 hours and did, maybe somewhere close to 4 hours of being, active. Uber had me waste probably close to 45 minutes waiting for just garbage orders. So I'm kind of mad at Uber right now. We're not talking, but I'm scheduled to DoorDash at 2:30. And, oh, here we go. Here we go. What do they got? Junk. Junko. $11, 19 and a half miles. Goodbye. Let's see. What else can we do right now? Anyway, just come out, get out of the house, enjoy the weather. It's a little warmer today. We're at 54 here in Houston, Texas. And I think last night when I was dashing, it was around 46, 47, something like that. That might as well be like 10 below out here. But at least there's no rain. That's nice. I like not having to deal with that. But the rain was light last night. I was really hoping that it would spawn good orders. It just didn't. So I guess you need the heavy rain, the inclement weather to really garner some good offers to make some money. What do we got? All right, 450, 3.4 miles. I'm going to take this one just so I can do something. And of course, it's, let's see, do I need to
head to your pickup at McDonald's registered sign 10611 North Grand Parkway, WW.
Yep.
Make a U-turn to stay on Glen Lodge Forest Drive.
That's what it is. So I got a U-turn. It's always that awkward where everybody's waiting for you to go. Anyway, go pick up this McDonald's and I'll let y'all know how this drop-off went. All right. Well, just got that McDonald's dropped off. Waiting on an order now. I got 20 minutes. So I'm trying to get back over to the side of town that I was going to dash in. So I'm a little bit outside the zone for DoorDash. I just did a delivery for Uber for McDonald's. It's like, I forgot what it was, $5 for like 4.2 miles or something like that. Anyway, just did it. Just took that icebreaker order. I typically do that every time I start. And yeah, now they're sending me straight trash. Package deliveries, which I got burned on one of those once because I didn't read. I just looked at the first mileage and thought, oh hell, it's like $18 for 3 miles. Hell yeah, I'll do it. And then it ended up being like 37 miles. I didn't see it. The whole trip took like, oh man, it was horrible. It took like 40 minutes. Anyway, so I've learned my lesson with those package deliveries. I make sure I read these where it's going to. But a lot of times those are so underpaid. I don't even mess with them anymore. Shop and deliver. Uber never sends me a good shop and deliver order with enough meat on the bone. They just sent me one where it's like $8, 3 items at a CVS for 6.9 miles. It's like I used to take those, but by the time you go in the store, try to hunt that stuff down, you lose time, and the $8 because of all the time you lost, you're just losing money. There's really no point in spending 30 to 40 minutes for $8. I don't care what your job is. It just really is no point in that. So but anyway, I'm gonna get back to my zone. Gonna try and DoorDash. I got Uber going too. I am just not expecting anything good from Uber. My acceptance rate, they sent me a message like, hey, your acceptance rate's lower than average for your area. It's like, damn right it is. That's a badge of honor as far as I'm concerned. But for now, I will go do DoorDash, and I will check back in when I get an offer later. All right, took an order from Popeyes. Little piddly order. $4 for like 3.4 miles or something like that. So went ahead and just did it because that was basically $9 within like a 24-minute window. So I just did it for that reason, just to grab one more thing now that I'm switched over to DoorDash. So I'm going to start that. They got me till I think 4 or 4:30. I'll have to look again. But I got the sun peeking out, and then it goes behind a cloud and peeks out again and back behind a cloud. So that's why I'm back and forth between the sunglasses.
Turn left.
So I'm going to just go to where a hot spot is, and should be getting some orders. So see what DoorDash does today. Now that I'm a little bit earlier with them, they tend to do better earlier in the day, or at least I do better earlier in the day with DoorDash. But so far, starting off slow, just kind of like a typical Sunday, and yeah, take it from there. Be back. All right. So I just took a Starbucks order, my first one with DoorDash. Crap. It was $2 for I think 3.6 miles. I knew the area, and I knew the apartment and how to get in there really well, so that was the only reason I really took it. And just to kind of show DoorDash that, yeah, I'll play your game. That's just kind of what I have to do. With Uber, I don't care. I can decline, and just they'll still rain down offers. But DoorDash, that they just don't. They play by a different set of rules. So sometimes you have to play their game in order to get something good to fall your way. It's unfortunate, but it's just how they do it. At least where I'm at. I don't know if it's the same experience for everybody, but it is in mine. And then they'll start kind of opening up. You'll start getting some decent double-digit offers. And set this camera up right here. Hopefully this will. So I'm just gonna hang out at this apartment complex for a few minutes. But yeah, it starting off slow. This has been slow so far. I think I've got. I might be at $10 or $12, and I've been on the clock almost an hour and a half. So yeah, not good. Not good. Glad I don't have to make a living off this. Certainly would certainly suck if I still needed to do this. At one point in time, like I didn't have other money coming in like I needed to, and I was totally relying on this gig economy stuff. And I realized early on, it's like, okay, I can't do that. I'm gonna have to have some other revenue streams. Let's see. I think I'm getting some action. Well, probably not, but they're probably. Let's see what we got. Yeah. I might have to go back up to the road, but I'm surprised that Uber hasn't flooded me. Uber wants to hit me with the shop and delivers. I'm just sick to death of those. You eat up so much time. I decline almost all of them now. Like I said earlier, all the packages, I decline most of those now. It just isn't really worth it. I'm trying to, I'm one of those people. I got itchy feet. I like to stay moving, but staying busy isn't necessarily staying profitable. So it's like if I'm going to come out here, I'd rather just sit, because there's other things I can do. I can work on in the car, you know, treat it as a mobile office and get other work done while waiting for offers, you know, that are worthwhile to come through. So, you know, that's something you can maximize on. If you, let's say you work from home and maybe you have other stuff that you can do on your phone, iPad, laptop, whatever you got, you know, come on out. And it's a good way to get out of the house, kind of change your scenery up. And if you can, you know, if you have the kind of a work from home style job that you could take a break from and go make some deliveries for a little bit, you know, you're working on top of working. It's hat on hat. That's how I look at it. So, you know, something to think about. You know, if you've been kind of pontificating whether you should start doing DoorDash. If you're watching videos like this, more than likely it's because you're considering DoorDash. That's like me when I first started. I watched all kinds of videos on people DoorDashing and to kind of learn how to do it. There's obviously not much to it. You know, I just recommend anyone just start. Just, you know, DoorDash was the easiest one. I was on that app within a day. You know what I mean? It's like you basically start and within an hour or two you're out driving. Uber is a little more of a, I guess, a stricter, they do like a background check, and it took 4 or 5 days to get on with them, something like that. And yeah, that's just start. You know what I mean? If you're watching this because you're, you know, contemplating doing this, just start. Just go do it. See what you think. I know when I first started with doing the DoorDash, I mean, the first week, I could dash now at any time of day for as long as I wanted. They were not, there was no real restrictions, and I think they do that for all of beginners. You don't get like the best offers, but you could literally take, well, you could make the choice to take everything that you want, or you could cherry pick, right? And I'm to the point now where I tune into DoorDash every couple of days, and then I'll take whatever they throw at me for a little bit, and then I'll see how many points I have to burn for a decline. Like last night, they sent me one where it was like $12 for, I think, a 15-mile trip, and I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. So I declined it, and it went from 88 to 87. So, and I think it's still 80. I don't really care. I mean, if it dipped to 75, I'll just take everything, and then, you know, a couple of deliveries, you're back up to 80. So it's not really a risk. You know what I mean? It's just kind of something you try. You know, if you don't have to be doing gig economy work, which really you shouldn't be in a position where you have to do this crap. I do this because I can make content doing it. I enjoy it. I love being out in my car and driving around and waiting for an offer to come through. I don't know. It's just fun to me because I'm a natural multitasker. I like doing a bunch of things at one time. It's just how my brain works. But you sit here and you know, you just wait. Like I'm just chilling out, and then I'm gonna pick up and leave here in a sec. But I'll get up to the road here, and you know, offers will start pouring through again. DoorDash not so much, but UberEats will flood me here in a second with garbage. But I can cherry pick my way through Uber and make, you know, I can make $100 if I'm willing to put the time in. It's just I'm now pushing to make more for my time. I'm being more methodical about it than I was. I started off doing the cherry pick thing because that's what all the YouTube DoorDash people were telling you to do. So I did that, and then it got to a point where I was like, no, I'll just do $1 a mile, because with my car, driving a Prius, I can afford that. Or you know, I can still make money doing that. And it was, and I was averaging, like, I did the worker bee thing for about, I would say, a good month and a half. Probably 2 months of taking $1 a mile, and that's probably averaging somewhere between, I would say, 120, 145 a night. And I mean, you do that 7 days a week, like, you make decent money. You know what I mean? It's not, I mean, by decent money, I mean money you can live on. You know, you can have you can make rent, you can make a car note, you can eat. Now, if you got kids or something, I think that's a game changer, and you might have to, you may be working longer, you might be doing other apps and multi-apping. I've kind of mainly just been between DoorDash and UberEats. I'm signed up for some other ones. I haven't done Shipt yet. It does not look like it's worth it to me. Just some of the time frame that I've seen and the amount of money that they offer, even to go pick something up and deliver it, it's like I haven't really seen anything over $9. So I don't decline them. I don't go through with them. So, because with Shipt you schedule, like, okay, I'll work from 6 a.m. to noon, whatever. And then they line up, and then, hey, an offer has come through for you. You have, like, I don't know, 2 hours to complete it or something like that. And if you choose it, it's yours. Or, or I think I just did nothing. I just let it go. I let them all go. Because as they came through and I looked at them, I was like, I can't do this. So I don't know if I'll ever get around to doing it. I finally got the Runner app, which is a Favor. In fact, I may turn that on today and give that a whirl, see how that goes. But what is this? Oh, I just received $1 tip. Thank you. Thank you, Uber. So yeah, I may try the Runner app. It's what's that? I think it's Favor or what? I don't know if it used to be Favor or something like that. I just know that Runner and Favor are somehow aligned. But anyways, I've rambled on. I'm kind of getting where I'm not saying much, so I'm gonna get to a place where I can take some offers and try to make a little money. But check back in with you. All right, just dropped off some Mexican food. Now I'm trying to get out of this apartment complex. Good Lord. This food had got my nasal passages all messed up. All right, I'm gonna go over here to this gas station and let me use the bathroom. I ain't got time. Good old DoorDash had me switch zones. I get so sick of that, but oh well. It's what they do. I had 30 minutes left on the original. Nah, let that one go. Yeah. $7 for 11.5 miles. I'm gonna pass. You used to be able to just mute this. I don't know why you can't. Okay, fine. Just decline. Get rid of it. But yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I almost did one for. It was $11 for 12 miles. I almost did it because it was at this place called Bojangles, which is new to our area. And I was like, yeah, I want to kind of see what that place looks like. And I thought, oh, it'd be a good excuse to go look at it. But when I started thinking about where it was located, I was like, no, that's on the complete other side of town. And then once I get over there, it'll screw up my DoorDash position. And then they'll be like, hey, you're out of the zone. You need to get back. And like, nah, never mind. Plus, it just isn't worth it, right? Time-wise, it was like, I think round trip, it was like 37 minutes, like for $11. Like, no, thank you. So, anyway, yep, just trying to factor in the time, and I'm gonna go inside this store here and use the facilities. And yeah, that'll be that. I'll check back in when I get something. Later. All right, what's up, everybody? I just picked up some McDonald's and dropped that off. I've been multi-apping again today. Uber's sending me a lot of stuff where it's over $1 a mile, and I've just been taking that. Short distances, kind of trying to rack up the money with short distance deliveries. Trying to see how many I can pack into an hour. But not getting a lot from DoorDash. I just switched zones again because Uber brought me back to where I started with DoorDash. But yeah, just getting slow offers and trying to make the best of it. Here it is, 4 p.m. Probably kind of a lull of the day. Just gonna kind of keep doing it and working on some other stuff, some other channel content, scripts and things like that I got in the works. And here we go. What do we got? Shop and deliver. I can't stand it. $4 for 16 minutes. Damn it, Uber. It doesn't even say how many items it is. I'll just go do this one real quick. All right, I'm gonna do a shop and deliver at Walgreens so I can do something. I'm getting bored out here. Check back in. All right. So I just dropped off some Wendy's. Dropped off the Walgreens order. The Walgreens order ended up being super awesome. So basically what ended up happening was it was a pharmacy order. And I haven't done one of those yet. So you walk in, you just say, hey, I'm here for a Uber pickup. It's already ready to go. They hand it to you. It's a barcode on there. You scan it. And then you're literally on your way. It was $4 for 3.2 miles. Now they are sending me some of the biggest junk offers I've seen yet. Oh, it's a match. Okay, so yeah, we'll let that go. But then as I was walking out, DoorDash sent me one where it was $10 for, I want to say 11 miles. And again, like I said, I'm trying to just take what they're throwing at me for the most part. I am. So I went and picked up a Wendy's order from them, and then I just dropped that off. So yeah, I just made roughly about 15 bucks in about 25 minutes. So that wasn't too bad. So now I'm hoping something like that will come through again, or at least another $10 order would be great. With the short distance, that is. And I can make over 20 or 25 bucks for the hour. That would be really cool, but we'll see. Seems to be kind of picking up with some better offers right now. Just gotta, I'm gonna go post up here where a little hot spot, a little strip center with some restaurants in it are, and then I'll take it from there. So later. All right. Well, I just got some Arby's dropped off, and my third garbage offer from UberEats in a row. $5 for 9 miles. Not gonna take that. Oh man, I tell you, trying to make the best of a Sunday here, folks. And they're not giving me a lot to work with. Not at all, but you know, I don't have a lot of wasted time and miles. My gas is still looking good. All right. Here's that Little Caesars offer again. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, I'll take that one. Okay, I'm gonna go do some Little Caesars for DoorDash. $9.75 for 6.2 miles. So I'm fine with that. Where? Okay. Yes. So, all right. I'm gonna go deliver this Little Caesars. Pick it up and get it delivered. Should probably put this camera down and make sure I get there safely. I'll check back in. All right, well, that was a minute. So I had a long run there of just back-to-back orders between DoorDash and UberEats, and oh man, I had one bad one out of the whole bunch where the customer called and said, hey, half my order is missing. And I was like, half your order? And it was from Little Caesars, and I was like, well, I mean, I verified everything with the cook or whatever behind the counter. She's like, yeah, all of my, you know, cheesy puffs or whatever it is they serve. I have no idea what they serve, but I was like, okay, well, he told me all that was in the box, you know. And I was like, when I pulled it out of the little drawers, the little portals that they have there, you know, I took it up to the counter. I said, hey, is everything here? And he looked at the receipt. He goes, "Oh, you're just missing the crazy sauce." And I told him, she's like, "Well, I don't know how to get my money back and all this." And I said, "Well, yeah." I go, "There, you can report it inside the app anyway." Blah blah blah. So she was like, "I'll just call the number." I was like, "Okay, go for it." And so, anyway, I may take a hit from that one. I had DoorDash paused for almost an hour because I was getting some good offers through UberEats. And then the last two that I took were kind of added on to a delivery I was already on. And it's like the same thing as last night. And I went to a Popeyes, and it was 2, and they stacked me. And I was already going to go there because the first one was like $2 for 1.4 miles. And it was like $2.75 for 1.4 miles. I was like, all right, I'll just grab it to stack it onto this order that was already $14. Because I delivered from a local Mexican food restaurant that we have here. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That'll bump it up to about $17. Because it was like $14.47, and then the other one was like $2.88. So whatever that equals out to be, 14 and some change. I went ahead and just took that Popeyes to stack it because it was right around the corner from where I was already at. And when I get to that Popeyes, I shit you not, man, I waited about almost 15 minutes. So that, when that happens, it eats it up. And I told myself I wasn't going to do that anymore. I'm going to start calling support and saying, hey, the wait time is too excessive. You need to, I'm going to drop this, and, I want compensation, or I'm going to leave and I don't want it to count against me. Because a lot of times that's what I'll do. But here lately, I've just been going to support and saying, hey, excessive wait time, and then just canceling because I don't feel like having to call support every time because it takes time out of your day. It's just a waste of time, And that's the only way you make any money doing this is managing your time. But, your time is going to be in the hands of someone else. In a situation like that where I'm waiting on 2 orders and it took them forever because they get backed up. And they don't have the right amount of people. And there's this one lady who came in and got an order, and she said she even had to wait. And she had 5 drinks. And I mean, I'm talking about like one of those big bags full of stuff. And she's going through it with one of the workers there. I mean, item by item. She was like, she was adamant about making sure everything was in there. And then she was like, okay, I don't see the mac and cheese. And, oh, here's the mac and cheese. Now I don't see the mashed potatoes. I mean, it was just a freaking nightmare. And there's times where that Popeyes is on it, and then there are times where they get slammed and they just can't get it together. So it's like certain stores I'm making notes of. I'm actually, putting a log in the notes in my phone. Like, okay, this time of day, avoid this location.
Turn right.
Oh, DoorDash, you piece of garbage. $2.50 for a 6 mile. I can afford and ignore for now, or decline, I should say. I can afford to decline it, so they're done. $2.50 for 6 miles. Wow. Thank you, DoorDash, for all your support. I wonder why I never use you guys. It's amazing. Oh well.
Drive southeast on
Airline
Road. Then, in 400 feet.
I'm gonna go in here by the Dave's Hot Chicken place and see if they have an order that comes through. But okay, let me get out of this. I don't need these instructions anymore. But yeah, so those are some of the pitfalls of doing this. Sometimes, man, your time gets owned, and you have to kind of make a decision if you're going to wait around that long, right? And there we go. I'll take that one. $5.50 for 3 miles. Not the best, but I'll take that one.
In 300 feet, turn right on.
I'm scheduled to drive for DoorDash till about 9:30, but there were those spells where you don't get anything for 20 to 30 minutes, and so I paused them.
Turn right.
And went with Uber because Uber was throwing me some heat. And then right there at the end, I took that stacked order. And see, I feel like, okay, I'll stack it on. That makes good fiscal sense to add on this $2 order that's right around the corner. It's not going to take much to go get. And then when I get in there, or I'm on the way there, they stack me again with another order that's equivalent. And then that one ended up being, right after I clicked on it, I noticed it was 5.1 miles away. And I said, oh man, okay. And so when I got in there, I had to wait on that order. And that took about 15 minutes because the first one was already there. It was already ready when I got there. And then that person is like, oh, hey, my pinpoint is wrong. And I was like, okay, here's my address. And when they sent me their address, it was the same as what was already in there. But when I got to the apartment complex, I realized, oh, hey, your suite number's not on here. And then that took them about 5 minutes to get me that. So it just, you're going to run into crap like this. And it's like, for someone like me, I used to kind of let this ruin my night. I used to just be like, F this, I'm going home. I'm sick of this shit. But, now I just take it in stride. And I just remember, like, you know what? I made a few dollars. The lesson that I learned was I'm going to avoid those restaurants at those times. There's just certain ones where I've run into problems at certain times of day with a certain business, locale, whatever. And it's just best to avoid it. Save yourself the headache and trouble because your time is all you have. And if you take, say, a $6 order, a $7 order, and they say 5 miles, but that trip says 25 minutes, you'd be well advised to skip it. But with DoorDash, I do take some stinkers because, again, you're going to have to kind of stay in their good graces. You just have to take some lost leaders, as I call them. You have to take some orders where you have a loss because there's going to be times where you can burn one of your declines, to keep your AR up, and then
Turn left.
Because you won't stay in good standing with DoorDash if you are constantly declining. And at least not me. So I'm just telling you from my experience. But anyway, I'm going to go in and get this Hat Creek Burger Company, get that delivered, and I'll check back in. All right, everybody. Tapping back in. Just to tap back out here in a minute. It was a long day, long shift. I made a little bit over, I think I want to say $91, $92. I started somewhere around 1:30. I probably worked, I'm going to say about 6.5 hours of, maybe actual work. Some of that, I'll have the totals at the end like I always do, but, I had some of those BS orders again today where I'm just waiting around, waiting forever for them to get their stuff together and get an order today. So I had that happen a lot of times today. So as I stated earlier, some of these places are going to own your time. So it's always good to be perspicacious and, be thinking about how you're going to improve and get more of your time and own more of your time so you can manage it better while you're out here doing gig economy work. There's just times where the odds are stacked against you, right? And it's tough to make money. I came out on a Sunday. I'm kind of in the process of rebuilding my status with these apps because I hadn't really been working them as much as I was. But now I'm trying to keep that up, obviously, because I want to produce more content like this. So I'm going to be doing that more. Like I said, I'm trying to do every day this week till, I guess, Friday. I think it's the 28th, the last day of the month. So I'm going to be pushing myself all week long. I'd like to try to maybe start around like 5 or 6 a.m. tomorrow. That's the goal. That's going to be tough, but I'm still going to make the effort. I'm going to go home and get some editing done and get this video uploaded, and I've got another video I need to finish up, so I got work for me waiting at home. But anyway, just wanted to sign off, and if you've been watching this or you're just stumbling on it, hey, thanks. Hope it's worth it. Don't be afraid to leave comments as to how I could improve, and any feedback you want to give, good or bad. But I appreciate anyone who's watched, anyone who's subscribed, anyone who's liked the video. I do greatly appreciate it. And that's going to be it for me. And I'll see you on the next one.